and gentlemen, the President of the United States Equestrian Federation, Tom O'Mara.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, that was a wonderful video. That's just the start. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 Pegasus Awards celebration. I'm sure you're as impressed as I am at the incredible achievement of equestrians and their horses in 2023, making for a remarkable year. The Pegasus Awards have a long and valued tradition at US Equestrian, and tonight we take this special occasion to acknowledge equestrian excellence and recognize those amongst us who have set themselves apart through their profound dedication to our sport. Before I turn the mic over this evening to our Master of Ceremonies, Charlotte Robson, let's hear a round of applause for the incredible level of shared equestrian excellence we are sitting amongst in this room right now.
Please welcome to the stage your host, Charlotte Robson.
All yours. I'll see you in a bit.
Probably should have come in that door. How great to have everyone here. It's always such an exciting evening. And thank you, Tom, for the wonderful introduction. But here we go. And I'm so glad that we can all be together again, celebrating the year's Pegasus Award winners. And we have a lot, and how thrilling it is to have so many outstanding equestrians that we'll get to support and honor. So our first award of the evening is the USEF Equus Foundation Humanitarian Award. This was developed in 2009 to celebrate the achievements of a member of the equestrian world. Joining me on stage to present this award is Equus Foundation President Lynn Coakley.
Netta DeMaio is one of the most informed and respected voices in the United States on the subject of wild horses and burros. She acquired her expertise by over 25 years of managing multiple intact herd groups on the sanctuary she founded. Combined with her knack for diplomacy in dealing with government agencies and competing stakeholders, she's earned her place at the table in the national conversation about improving the management of wild equines on public lands. Netta has worked as the president and founder of Return to Freedom, focusing on solutions to wild horse and burro issues since 1997. She's a recognized authority on wild horse behavior, working nationally to elevate the status of America's wild horse and burros through advocacy, education, media, programs, and events. DeMaio began Return to Freedom's American Wild Horse Sanctuary on a 300-acre ranch in Lompoc, California. With the help of family, friends, and volunteers, she was able to launch a model for minimally intrusive wild horse management and ecotourism. The once rundown facility was transformed into a humble but enchanting sanctuary and educational center, and has over 1,000 guests visiting annually and reaching tens of thousands of people a year through advocacy programs and events. Today, Return to Freedom provides care and refuge in 4 locations for over 500 wild horses and 44 burros that have been captured and removed from state or federal lands. RTF has pioneered minimally intrusive natural management of wild horses utilizing native PCB fertility control, a method that has allowed the sanctuary to maintain horses in their natural social bands. Netta is currently focused on strengthening RTF's educational programs on and off the range and establishing a self-sustaining wild horse and burro wilderness preserve with the support of the RTF Board of Directors and her friend and actor, Robert Redford. Bill Richardson, the former governor of New Mexico, politician, author, and diplomat, said of Netta before his passing, "Generations from now, if America's iconic wild horses still roam the West, as I hope that they will, it will be in no small part because of the tireless efforts of Netta DeMaio and those her work has inspired." It is with great pleasure that we award the Humanitarian Award to Netta DeMaio.
Thank you. That was so, so nice to hear. It's amazing. It's an honor to be here. I came here from California, and I want to thank, of course, the Equus Foundation, Lynn Coaxley, and the amazing USEF, the United States Equestrian Federation. I'm really proud to be here. Thank you. So bear with me, a lot that I don't have to say because you said a lot of things about what we do in terms of the modeling at the sanctuary and our work alongside our colleagues with the Humane Society of the United States and the ASPCA. It's been, you know, we do a lot of work behind the scenes to change the culture, to educate and bring awareness, and to shift the culture around America's wild horses and burros and the wars that are happening, the conflicts over natural resource management and the use of our public lands that is pretty contentious. So we do a lot of work that we can't brag about. It's relationship building, it's shifting awareness, it's creating, finding common ground with stakeholders that you don't agree with, to see how can we move forward together. And that has shifted the conversation with legislators, I'm happy to say. But one of the issues we also work on is to end horse slaughter in the United States. It's a big issue because it's still happening, and I grew up in Connecticut. I did hunter jumpers, then I did eventing, and a lot of us didn't know. And back then Burger King got arrested for having horse meat. We all woke up and went, "What's happening?" And I remember protesting that. But fast forward, here we are, and it's still happening. Right now, the slaughter plant in the United States, the last one closed in 2007, yet still horses are going to slaughter over the border to Mexico and Canada. So one of the things that is up and needs our support is the SAFE Act. It's a piece of legislation that would ban the sale and transport of America's equines for the purpose of slaughter. And so one of the things that was a big concern with people that are opposed to ending slaughter in the United States is that unwanted horses would just be piled up and running in the streets loose, and it would be a real problem. However, what's pretty amazing is that just in 2012, over 165,000 horses were going to slaughter. Today, it's about 20,000. So it has plummeted, and that is because of the awareness and the education that's been happening nationally, and with more people paying attention to aftercare and responsible management of their horses, who they love so much, and paying attention to senior care and retirement, and also the fact that we do have humane euthanasia as an alternative to give our horses a dignified end. So more than 83% of Americans from both sides of the aisle oppose horse slaughter. With social media today, we're seeing such an increase and a fast-paced awareness growing, especially with young people. So we're having a stronger response, at least at Return to Freedom. And I know the Humane Society and the ASPCA noticed the same trend with more and more young people and our future equestrians becoming concerned and aware about the slaughter, our horses going to slaughter over the border. So, bear with me. I'm trying. So, support for anti-slaughter legislation within Congress is strong, with 213 bipartisan House co-sponsors this year, as of January 8th, 2024. So, since 2022, animal welfare and horse industry groups have joined forces as the Final Stretch Alliance to end horse slaughter, Currently, we're lobbying to have the SAFE Act included in the Farm Bill. This legislation prohibits the sale and transport of our equines for the purpose of slaughter. We need your help to ensure that the equestrian community's social license to operate is not compromised by horse slaughter. We need your formidable leadership to help ensure that these complex social mammals are better understood, well cared for, responsibly managed, and when the time comes, receive a dignified death. We truly are a horse nation, and I am hopeful for the next generation of horse lovers to embrace the value of America's wild, free-ranging equines on our public lands, and to create equine environments for domestic horses with their nature and enrichment in mind. So thank you for listening to that.
Congratulations again, Netta. Truly an amazing job that you're doing, and I know we all appreciate it. The 2023 Intercollegiate Equestrian Team Awards serve to acknowledge the commitment and dedication required of each winning team, their coaches, and their individual team members. We recognize the efforts made by these organizations to expand the opportunities available to our equestrian youth and their commitment to share the joy of equestrian sports with the youth of today. We're pleased to offer our congratulations to each of the following schools, their team members, and coaches. We'll first be presenting our National Collegiate Equestrian Association Single Discipline and Dual Discipline National Championships. Joining us to present these awards tonight is the NCEA Executive Director, Dr. Leah Fiorentino. The University of Lynchburg equestrian team put itself on Dynasty Watch with a second consecutive NCEA Single Discipline National Championship in April at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, Florida. Led by Director of Equestrian Philip Williamson, assistant coaches Adeline Callahan and Caroline Water, and graduate assistant Michaelan Shoup, Lynchburg posted a 9.51 regular season record on its way to the NCEA National Championships, taking down Bridgewater College 7-1 in the semifinal before meeting up with top-seeded Sweetbriar College in the championship round. Trailing 3-1 after fences, the Hornets battled all the way back to 4-4 tie after a successful effort on the flat, ultimately winning the championship on a nail-biting raw score tiebreaker, 1,957 to 1,900. We would like to congratulate team members Emmy Dolan, Abigail Devlin, Abigail Monk, Lily Fraley, Jackie Needle, McKenna Moss, Caroline Light, and Lori Ohanesian, who were unable to attend. But please welcome Philip Williamson, along with team members Brinley Smith, Lucy Metzler, Fallon Belcastro, Emma Schweitzer, Kelly McCormick, and Abigail Zemp to accept this honor. Wonderful job. Congratulations. And now, please congratulate your NCEA Dual Discipline 2023 National Championships champions, Southern Methodist University. The Southern Methodist University Mustangs in Dallas, Texas, earned their equestrian program's first national title in 2023, picking up the National Collegiate Equestrian Association's prestigious Dual Discipline Championship in April. In 2023, the SMU Mustangs enjoyed their best season in the program's 20-year history with a 13-1 record. The team was ranked first in the NCEA dual discipline poll for 23 weeks before clinching the title in an 11-8 victory over number 2 Auburn at the NCEA National Championships at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala. Coach Carol Gwynn, who led the Western and jumping seat team through the standout season, was named 2023 NCEA Head Coach of the Year. Team members also collected 4 Most Outstanding Performer awards across the jumping, flat, horsemanship, and reining categories, among a raft of other honors at the end of the season. What an amazing roster. Please welcome head coach Carol Gwynn, along with jumping seat coach Laura Persons and Western coach Brad Kearns, to accept this award. Brilliant. Congratulations. And our final intercollegiate award of the evening will be presented to the USEA Intercollegiate Eventing Championship team. Joining us to present these awards tonight is the USEA President, Louise Leslie. The University of South Carolina, Aiken, celebrated the school's first United States Eventing Association Intercollegiate Eventing Championship win in 2023. With only 5 riders, the school was one of the smallest in the championship field, competing against and besting big-name universities, including Auburn University, the University of Kentucky, the University of Georgia, and more. The USC Aiken Pacers were in a tight competition throughout the championship with Auburn, but 3 double clear rounds on the final day secured the title on a score of 89.709. The Pacers' best result came from Sydney Shin and HSH Crypto. Shin had the best intercollegiate result in the entire competition and won the open preliminary division. Team member and graduating senior Alexa Duncan put it the best, telling the United States Eventing Association that this championship title was especially sweet. Congratulations to team members Alexa Duncan, Sydney Shin, Heidi Giselnik, Carson Langenberg. We would like to also welcome to the stage all team members Alexa and Sydney to accept this award. Brilliant, wonderful job this year. And again, congratulations to all of our 2023 Intercollegiate Equestrian Team Award winners. The U.S. Equestrian National Youth Sportsman's Award recognizes future equine industry leaders and outstanding young achievers age 17 and under from across all breeds and disciplines. Kylie Hamilton attends Linden High School in Linden, California. Despite not coming from an equestrian family, Kylie has been riding horses since 2015. She currently competes in Western dressage and showed her horse LLH Smart Lisa Lena at the 2023 WDAA World Championship Show. Kylie has won multiple equestrian awards, including multiple California Western Dressage Association Youth Championships and 3 awards from the U.S. Equestrian Interscholastic Athlete Program. Kylie also ranked 11th in California FFA horse judging in 2022. In addition to being an honors student, Kylie is involved with sports, band, and the National FFA. Specifically, the FFA Horse Judging Career Development Event Team. She also volunteers under Jason Richards at 7M Ranch in Clements, California, assists with youth riding lessons, and apprentices with an equine veterinarian. Kylie also attended 2 residency weeks at the Classical Stock Seat School of Arizona, and that was in 2021 and 2022. After graduating, Kylie hopes to focus on equine studies, compete on an NCAA or IHSA equestrian team. Her goal is to become an equine veterinarian and build a ranch where she can train young horses and teach riding lessons in a healthy and nurturing environment. Please welcome Kylie to the stage. Wow, congratulations, Kylie. You know, I think our future is in great hands.
Thank you.
Speak into it. Hold this, go ahead.
I'm honored to be here tonight to accept an award for doing what I love. I would like to take this moment to thank WDAA for everything that they have done for me. WDAA has helped me grow my passion for horses as I enjoy developing my horses through classical horsemanship. I would also like to thank my friends and family who have been with me throughout this whole journey, and most of all, I'd like to thank the 2 people who are here with me tonight. To my mom and my trainer, thank you for helping me through even when times got tough, and thank you for keeping me motivated when I needed the help the most. Thank you.
Great job. Congratulations.
Wow. The Kip Rosenthal Memorial High Score Equitation Award is presented to the junior rider accumulating the most points in the competition year at the National Equitation Finals. Here to present the award in its 3rd year is Anne Grenchi. This bronze trophy was designed originally for the National Professional Horsemen's Association and long admired by Kip, whose name it will now continually be presented in honor of, accompanied by a coordinating picture frame to be awarded to the winner's trainer. Carly McCutcheon began her year by collecting many top placings from January through March at the Winter Equestrian Festival, and she collected another top placing at Old Salem Farm in May, gaining momentum for the year's second half. A pair of top 5 finishes at Devon, along with a win at the Traverse City Spring Horse Show, led her into the North American Youth Championships at the Great Lakes Equestrian Festival. Here, Carly was twice golden with Coco Mercedes, winning the Junior Individual Championship and helping lead Zone 7 to a gold medal in the Junior Team Championship. The rest of the year belonged to Carly as well, and Choco Star. At Capital Challenge, the pair won the 17-year-old Equitation Championship. At the Platinum Performance USEF Show Jumping Talent Search Finals East, they finished in 2nd. Then, at the Pennsylvania National Horse Show, it was back to the top of the podium in the Dover Saddlery USEF Hunter Seat Medal Final. The combination wrapped up their year with a 3rd place finish in the Washington International Horse Show Equitation Final and a win at the ASPCA Maclay Final. At the National Horse Show, how spectacular. Unfortunately, Carly was not able to attend tonight, but asked that we share this video on her behalf.
Hi, I'm Carly McCutcheon, and I am honored to be this year's recipient of the Kip Rosenthal Memorial High Score Equitation Award. This award is especially meaningful to me because it rewards consistency throughout the final season, and I feel particularly lucky to have shown Choco Star at all 4 big equitation finals. He has always been such an impactful horse on my junior career and always gave me confidence in and out of the show ring. And I feel so honored going into this next chapter of my riding career as a professional, having the experiences that Choco has given to me. And I would like to especially thank the team at Stonehenge, TJ O'Mara, Max Amaya, Chris, Vic, everybody who has been a part of my junior career to this point, and especially to my family, my parents, grandparents, even my brother at home, and especially to Choco Star for allowing this to be possible.
I'm sorry that she's not here, but that is certainly lovely, her speech. And Kip, I knew from the day she started riding when she was 10 until the day before she passed. We were still very close. So this is especially meaningful to me.
Thank you very much. I'm going to say one thing. Well, I was also asked just to say something or accept this on behalf of Carly since she couldn't be here. And I just want to let you all know it's been great watching her over this past year. And she's really a special, not just rider, but a good, really great kid. I do know that we're going to see this young lady representing the United States, is my belief, at some point in time in the future, given what she's done. In fact, I think she went overseas. It wasn't in the accolades you read off. We had a junior team go to the Youth Nations Cup in Sweden, I think it was. And, you know, they placed. They were 3rd on the podium, so it was really exciting. So that was already her first representation. So here's to Carly.
Yay, Carly. Richard McDevitt served as president of the American Horse Shows Association from 1975 to 1987. In 1992, he received the Award of Merit and was its only recipient until 2003. The Richard McDevitt Award of Merit is presented posthumously for meritorious service to equestrian sport. Phil DeVita was a lifelong horse enthusiast and a pioneer in the hunter-jumper industry who worked as a trainer, renowned judge, and a horse trailer designer. He also ran an influential sales program during his long career. Born in the Bronx, Phil lived a full and varied life even before becoming a full-time equine professional. He was a Golden Gloves boxer, served in the U.S. Navy during the Korean War, and worked as a stage manager on Broadway. His earliest equestrian experiences were as a young child in the 1930s and 40s, mucking stalls in exchange for rental horse rides in Central Park. As a teenager, he started his own business in upstate New York, buying, selling, and leasing out horses, a trade he eagerly returned to after his military service ended. Phil and his family relocated to Florida in the 1960s, and in 1972, he opened Coral Hills Farm, the family business that he operated for more than 30 years. He was a successful trainer and competitor in his own right, but it was his sales business that showcased what made him a visionary in the industry. He was the go-to for high-quality hunters and jumpers. After closing Coral Hills, Phil remained devoted to supporting the equestrian industry he loved by serving as a sought-after judge for hunters and jumpers. He continued to judge and serve as a mentor to other riders, trainers, and officials until his retirement in 2017. That year, he was recognized by the United States Hunter-Jumper Association with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Phil passed away early last year, but his legacy lives on through his family and the many equestrians he influenced throughout his life. Accepting on Phil's behalf is his wife, Jill, and his son, Phil.
It is with great honor and very humbling that Jill and I accept the Richard E. McDevitt Award for my father, Phil DeVita. I want to thank the USEF national officers for their kindness of this prestigious award. I would like to congratulate the families of all those receiving these awards tonight. My father worked a lifetime teaching and mentoring in this industry he loved so very much. He touched the lives of all who knew him. It brings joy to our hearts that he's remembered and honored in this way. Thank you very much. God bless.
Kevin Freeman was a distinguished equestrian who competed in 3 consecutive Olympic Games for the U.S. eventing team. Kevin's first international championship was at the Sao Paulo 1963 Pan American Games, where he helped the team earn gold and earned individual silver as well. Kevin competed at the 1964 Tokyo Olympic Games aboard Galopade, earning team silver. He also earned U.S. National 3-day event champion accolades in the same year, as well as winning the U.S. Eventing Olympic Trials in Gladstone in 1968. Freeman piloted Chelan to team silver at the Olympic Games in Mexico City. His best Olympic finish came at the 1972 Munich Olympic Games, where he finished as the highest place U.S. athlete in 5th place overall, aboard Good Mixture, helping the team earn their 3rd consecutive team silver medal. Kevin was an avid equestrian, also competing nationally in steeplechase events, including the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup and the New Jersey Hunt Cup, before fine-tuning his skills in show jumping to compete internationally. After his competitive career ended, Freeman was a major influence in the growth of eventing in Oregon and Area 7, including organizing the Freeman Farm horse trials and teaching hundreds of students over the years. He was inducted into the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame in 1991 and was inducted into the USEA Hall of Fame in 2009, alongside his 1972 mount, Good Mixture. Kevin's indelible mark on equestrian sport, specifically in the eventing world, will be remembered for decades to come. Lori Freeman Swanson, Kevin's sister, was unable to attend tonight. However, she sent us a video to play on her behalf.
Lori Freeman Swanson. I'm here to speak about my brother, Kevin Freeman. He competed on the 3-day Olympic teams in Japan, 64, Mexico, 68, and Germany, 72. After the Olympics, he wanted to pay back in the form of producing a horse trials at the family farm, Freeman Farm, in Oregon. He and family members worked on it for 17 years. He and Pete Costello designed the course, and Pete built it. We had only preliminary and intermediate levels. It was the only event in Oregon that had these upper levels. At the time, it was recognized as very difficult. It was held in September and hosted the DeBroke Trophy, which was awarded to any competitor west of the Mississippi. Following the horse trials, he continued to compete in the jumper division at horse shows, and he went on to hold clinics for both show jumping and eventing. He also held a position on the board of the USEF for a few years. He was grateful to be able to compete in 3 Olympics and proud, more above all, to represent the United States.
As a knowledgeable horsewoman and sought-after groom, Karen Golding was a fixture in the United States jumping community for decades. Born and raised in England, where she learned to ride, show, and care for horses and ponies, Karen's eventual career path kicked off in 1979 when she was first hired by Bernie and Tiff Traurig to care for horses on several cross-Atlantic flights. Ultimately, she stayed in the United States, first working for the Traurigs and later joining Olympian Michael Matz's team as a groom and caretaker. Few equestrians have had the opportunity to participate in as many world-class competitions as Karen did throughout her career. From 1976 through 2000, she worked with either Matz or the U.S. Equestrian team at all but one Olympic Games, along with numerous Pan American Games, FEI Jumping World Championships, and FEI World Cup finals. Among her many notable equine charges during her career were Bon Retour, Chef, Grand Heisman, Jet Run, Judgment, Mighty Ruler, Room, and Sandor. In 2000, Karen started a new career track, but continued her commitment to equine welfare, becoming a licensed FEI steward, where she was highly respected by her fellow officials and athletes alike. She served as the chief steward at the FEI World Cup Finals in 2003, 2005, and 2007, as well as a steward at Olympic and World Championship trials. She was active in equestrian sport governance, serving on several USEF and USHJA committees and task forces. In 2007, Karen was inducted into the Show Jumping Hall of Fame in recognition of her commitment to horses and the positive impact that she had on the sport. She will be remembered throughout the equestrian community. Unfortunately, Karen's family was not able to join us this evening and asked if we would receive this award on her behalf. Bill Hughes was a respected all-round horseman. During his lengthy officiating career, he held a large R judge's license in Andalusian Lusitano, Arabian, Frisian, Morgan, and Western, regularly judging all over the United States and Canada. Bill was a celebrated educator, serving as a faculty member and director of equine sciences for more than 43 years at Cal State Polytechnic University. He also served as the last president of the International Arabian Horse Association in 2002 and the first president of the Arabian Horse Association in 2003 and 2004. In addition, Bill served as a director on the board of the American Horse Shows Association in 2000 and 2001. As the organization transitioned to USA Equestrian, Bill served as a board member from 2002 until the United States Equestrian Federation was formed in July 2003, at which point he became a member of the inaugural board. He continued to serve on the USEF board until January 2015, concluding his service as Secretary-Treasurer from 2011 through 2015. Bill's impact on equestrian sport was significant, and he will be remembered fondly by equestrians across all breeds and disciplines. Please welcome Mary Ann Hughes to the stage to accept this award.
On behalf of myself and my sons, Kevin and Brian, I'd like to thank the USEF for this great honor. If it was Bill up here, those of you who know him know he would have started this with one of his very infamous stories or jokes. And you all would have laughed, and he would have laughed with you. And if somebody was coming down the hall, they would have known it was Bill in here because his laughter filled the room. Bill loved his family, but boy, did he love the horse. He loved the Arabian horse in particular, but pretty much all breeds of horse. He was so proud of what he could do for this organization, USEF, but also what he could do for the Arabian Horse Association. The educator in Bill was probably most proud of what he could do to help in judges' education and in mentoring those coming up within the ranks. A lot of them are sitting out there today and have continued to contribute things to this organization and to AHA. I know that I will miss Bill forever. We were married for 54 years, and I think the hole that he leaves is going to be filled up with all of those people that he mentored. Thank you so much.
Carol Lavelle was a renowned international dressage athlete, trainer, and instructor. Carol was a frequent U.S. dressage team member from the late 1980s to the early 2000s. In 1987, she and In the Black helped secure team silver at the Indianapolis Pan American Games with the wonderful horse Gifted. Carol led the U.S. team to bronze at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. The pair were part of the U.S. dressage teams for the inaugural FEI World Equestrian Games in Stockholm in 1990, and again 4 years later at The Hague, where the U.S. team won bronze. She was nominated for the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee's Female Athlete of the Year in 1990 and 1992, and was the U.S. Equestrian of the Year in 1992. Fast forward to 2003, Carol earned Team Gold at the Santo Domingo Pan American Games with Much Ado. Carol supported initiatives to elevate the sport of dressage in the U.S. and give dressage athletes access to training opportunities. In 2009, she established the $25,000 Carol Lavelle Advanced Dressage Prize, awarded annually through the Dressage Foundation to athletes aiming to reach the high performance level. In addition, the Gifted Memorial Fund for Adult Amateurs provides grants to adult amateurs to pursue an extended training opportunity from their normal training routine. Carol passed away in March at her home in Fairview, North Carolina. Her significant contributions to equestrian sport as a rider, trainer, teacher, judge, and supporter will be remembered for years to come. Carol's family was not able to join us this evening, but they have asked us to receive this award on her behalf. Susie Lucene was an equestrian journalist, photographer, and friend who left an indelible mark on the community of Morgan horse enthusiasts. Born into the equestrian world as the daughter of past American Morgan Horse Association president Albert Lucene and longtime Mid-A Morgan Horse Show secretary Mary Jane Lucene, Susie found her niche as a storyteller. Using her gifts for creating prose and images, she shared her enthusiasm for the breed and made lifelong friends along the way. Susie was a masterful photographer, using her artist's eye to capture the beauty of horses and the magical bond that they share with their people. She was a skilled journalist who served as the editor of the Morgan Horse magazine from 1989 to 1995. Although she stepped back from that role due to ongoing health issues, she continued as a writer and photographer in the equine community throughout her life, including working as a candid photographer at the Grand National and World Championship Morgan Show and writing articles for the Morgan Horse. Her deep knowledge of the breed and the many connections that she formed with the people in the industry made her the ideal historian to share the community's stories. Susie's legacy lives on through her words and images and will for generations to come. Here to receive this award in her memory is Susie's dear friend, Mike Gobig.
Hi, I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of Susie and in her memory. As a journalist, an editor, a researcher for our breed, she had the unique way of connecting the horse and the person attached to it in whatever discipline it did. And her passion for people and horses always showed through in all her work, including her photography. Thank you.
Dr. Meg Mullen, fondly known as Muggy, provided crucial support as team veterinarian to numerous U.S. teams across several disciplines. Most notably, Dr. Mullen was team veterinarian for the Adequan U.S. para-dressage team and a key contributor to their program as they progressed to a podium finish for Team Bronze, the United States' first Equestrian Paralympic team medal at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. In 2022, she also traveled with the medaling U.S. Adequan Para-Dressage team to the FEI World Para-Dressage Championships in Herning, Denmark, and with the jumping team on their European tour. An equestrian herself and an avid polo player, Dr. Mullen began her veterinary career in 1998 at B.W. Furlong and Associates in New Jersey and still practiced there at the time of her passing. She traveled the world as an FEI veterinarian and served as veterinary delegate at a number of top competitions. Dr. Mullen will be remembered throughout the equestrian world for her work. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Mullen's sisters, Jennifer and Kumari.
On behalf of our sister, thank you. There's nothing that would make her more proud. Many of you here knew Muggy, and by that nickname, and already that speaks volumes. She entered most scenes with her energy, sparkle, and personality, with the volume dialed up. She gave us her all every day. She loved her job, and she loved being a part of what you all have built. An incredible sport, community, and way of life. She was motivated every day to support your passion and mastery, your dedication to your athletes, be it people, ponies, puppies, and of all abilities, from hunter-jumper, dressage, the young rider development team, driving teams, and her heart's favorite, the para-dressage team. Thank you for your flexibility to accommodate some of our atypical methods, like diagnosing from in the saddle. We all know that there are things you can see and things that you can feel, but some speculate it was just a way to ride your really beautiful horses. You're probably right. She was always available to all of us, as a vet, a friend, and as our sister. From anywhere in the world, any time of day. She took my call one time. Sounded kind of busy. I offered, hey, should I call back? She insisted it was a good time. I said, kind of sounds like you might be riding. She said, yes, I'm jumping with a cat on her shoulder. I was like, I'll call back. She said, no, it's a good time, I'll talk. She fully embraced the concept of living life to the fullest. Sliding into home plate, skin knees, chocolate on your face, holding a half a glass of champagne. I'll offer a special thank you to the Furlong Vet team. As a home base and family to support Meg's success that translated to your successes and to the sport as a whole, we hope. She celebrated your achievements as her own. Thank you for sharing your friendship and your love with her. Please carry forward her sparkle in your stories and memories, and do embellish them over time. And I'll close with a really short poem. A light went out on earth for us the day you said goodbye, and on that day a star was born, the brightest in the sky, reaching through the darkness with its rays of purest white, lighting up the heavens as it once lit up our lives, with beams of love to heal the broken hearts left behind, where always in our memories your lovely star will shine. Thank you.
Dr. Stephen Soule was an accomplished equine veterinarian recognized for his humanitarian acts and unwavering passion, vision, and commitment within the equestrian community. Born in 1947 in Milford, Connecticut, Dr. Soule's impactful veterinary career got its start in Frederick, Maryland, where his love of horses was fostered before graduating from the University of Pennsylvania's School of Veterinary Medicine in 1973. His career began as a racetrack veterinarian for the Penn State Racing Commission. Dr. Soule and a group of partners went on to create the Delaware Equine Center in Cochranville, Pennsylvania, where he specialized in lameness, performance problems, and surgery. Relocating to Wellington, Florida in 1992, he established his practice where he worked closely with the Palm Beach Equine Clinic in sport horse medicine until his retirement in 2013. Noted for his kindness and integrity, Dr. Soule was well respected by his friends and colleagues. For more than 35 years, Dr. Soule served as an official veterinarian for over 100 equestrian competitions, including the Washington International Horse Show. Dr. Soule had ties to U.S. Equestrian at its highest levels, serving for over 2 decades as an official U.S. Equestrian team veterinarian and having the distinction of serving as one of 5 international veterinarians at the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games. His passion, kindness, and integrity will continue to live on throughout the equestrian community. Here to receive this award in his memory is Jeanette Soule.
Thank you. This is not easy. I'm so honored to accept this trophy for Steve. He was a very special person. And that's it. Thank you.
Peggy Thomas was known throughout the United States dressage community, both as a horse owner and supporter of up-and-coming dressage athletes. Thomas, alongside her late husband Perry, owned the famous dressage mare Brentina, whose wins with rider Debbie McDonald included team and individual gold at the 1990 Pan American Games, team silver at the 2002 FEI World Equestrian Games, victory at the 2003 FEI Dressage World Cup Final, and a 2004 Olympic team bronze, among other accomplishments. Peggy also owned Wizard, a top dressage performer in the US and abroad, who took rider Adrienne Lyle to her first Olympic Games in 2012. She also supported the next generation of dressage athletes through the Young Adult Brentina Cup program, which assists US young riders aged 16 to 25 in making the transition to senior Grand Prix competition. Several past winners of the USEF Young Adult Brentina Cup Dressage National Championship have gone on to represent the United States in international championships. These include Adrienne Lyle, Anna Buffini, Cody Harrison, and Emily Miles. The dressage community will remember Peggy for years to come through her numerous contributions to the sport. Here to receive this award in her memory is her daughter, Jane Thomas.
Good evening. I'm kind of tall. On behalf of my family and the entire River Grove team, thank you very much for this very honorable and meaningful award. Thank you.
The Pegasus Medal of Honor recognizes individuals who have exhibited outstanding service to horses and the sport and who have advanced its popularity. This year's recipients, Nancy Harvey, Karen Homer Brown, Diane Johnson, C.A. Lee III, Lynn Palm, and William Shatner, have all dedicated years of service to equestrian sport. Nancy Harvey has been active with Arabian horses since her youth. She is a versatile equestrian, having competed Arabians and half Arabians in disciplines ranging from saddle seat and carriage pleasure driving to ranch horse and endurance. However, her remarkable influence on the equine community stems largely from her service outside the show ring spotlight. Nancy's role in governance in both the Arabian Horse Association and U.S. Equestrian are too numerous to list, but among the highlights are AHA Vice President from 2013 to 2016 and President from 2017 through 2020. Arabian Horse Foundation board member from 2000 to present, and a member of the U.S. Equestrian Arabian Committee and National Breeds and Disciplines Council. During her tenure as AHA president, she led the organization through the challenges of COVID-19, instituting the Emergency Response Team, which helped keep horse showing relevant during shutdown. As a competition manager and secretary for Arabian, Morgan, and Saddlebred shows, Nancy has been instrumental in running events ranging from the local level all the way to the epic Scottsdale Arabian Horse Show. She is a licensed judge and steward and has run seminars on officiating to help others advance their knowledge. A love of horses and a sincere desire to share her beloved Arabians with the world has been a driving force throughout Nancy's life. She advanced youth programs to engage future generations, including helping to launch the Arabian Youth National Championship Horse Show and the Arabian Horse Youth Association. She spearheaded the effort to get an Arabian horse group in Pasadena's annual Rose Parade and has participated as a rider and driver with her own horse. Please join us in welcoming Nancy to the stage. Woo!
Okay, I'm just going on record. This is the first time in history I've ever brought a mic down. I'm serious. Okay, I have to first say this actually has me completely speechless. So I wrote something down. It is in fact not 17 pages. It's short, I hope. I'm truly honored to receive this award. In fact, I'm completely blown away. First, I must thank my family for their support of my obsession, even though none of them were horse people. In fact, my uncle asked me once, do you ride Eastern or Western? I don't think I'm a typical recipient of this kind of honor. I'm just blessed to have had the experiences with horses, and more importantly, and more impactful, the horse people. When I got my first horse, the family had a bet. How long's this gonna last? Because I went through goats, piano, and sheep. Well, guess what, family? I won the bet because it's been 52 years of wonderful experiences. I'm obviously not a high-performance athlete. Look at me. I really don't scream athlete at all. But that's the beauty and joy of equestrian sport. You can participate at any level you choose and any part of the industry. My parents were such a strong influence on my life that they said, okay, you want to do this? We're not going to get you a trainer. You can go do 4-H, and we'll see how it goes. Remember the bet. My dad took me to local shows, and he would go up in the rafters and take a nap, and I would be on my own to meet new people, and I met lots of new people and learned a lot. But not at the national level, at the 4-H level. It was not until later in my life that I actually did go to the national level. But horses were always uppermost in my decisions daily. The day I turned 18, my dad said, here are the keys, go to your horse shows, have a nice time. I never left the horse. Whilst in college, I made sure they were part of my life. And as a student at Cal Poly, I was fortunate enough to fall into a class called Horse Show Judging and Management, taught by the legendary Norm Dunn, and expanded my entire horizon. Yes, go. This expanded my horizon into a totally new direction, judging and management. As a judging coach for my regional judging contest team, I became a licensed official in 1986. And apparently I did okay because they moved me up and I became part of the National Youth Association, and we created the Arabian Horse Youth Association. Apparently I did that fairly well because then they put me into more governance positions. Did I mention I'm blessed? None of these things were part of a plan. I was always along for the ride, so to speak. But along this journey, I've met some amazing horsemen and women who have mentored me and helped me guide me through this journey. One of these people I can't look at, I'm truly fortunate to call friend, and that's the wonderful, incredible person, Cecile Hetzel-Dunn. Woo! I cannot tell you what it means to me to receive this award on the same night that you're awarding her a Lifetime Achievement Award. A quick story. I'm almost done, I swear. It's not 17 pages. Way back before I became a judge, I drove my little 20-something buns down to Los Angeles when they were having the AHSA judges seminar, and I walked up to Cecile and I said, I want to learn to judge with you. And she graciously said, of course. And that friendship has lasted a lifetime. Every license I've ever held, I've learned with Cecile. I love you, Cecile. You have no idea how truly I appreciate you.
Oh.
Lastly, let me leave you with this one thought. I got involved with horses because of a riding lesson. I got my first half Arabian because someone gave it to me. I got involved with the associations because someone gave me a chance. This honor for someone like me means that truly riding lessons count. And they are the backbone of our industry, and you can achieve anything if you just try. Thank you so much.
Karen Homer Brown, a native of Georgetown, Kentucky, has been involved with horses her whole life, working as a groom, instructor, exhibitor, ringmaster, and judge. Her experience ranges across multiple breeds and disciplines, but her most prominent work has been in carriage pleasure driving, where she has competed and also developed seminars and judging clinics in the United States and abroad. Karen has judged horse shows since the age of 16, acquiring her first USEF license at 21. She currently holds 17 judging licenses from 5 sanctioned organizations. These include 8 USEF judges cards and a Morgan Large R card she has held since 1980. She has judged shows in the United States, Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, and South America, and has also developed and conducted seminars and judging clinics in the United States and overseas. A member of the USEF Carriage Pleasure Driving Committee since 2019, Karen was also instrumental in creating programs such as the National Affiliates Outreach, USEF Youth Sportsman's Award, USEF Opportunity Classes and Rules, English Division Rules, and the USEF Competition Department. Please welcome Karen Homer Brown to the stage. Woo!
Oh my God, I had to follow Nancy. Got to put it up in the right spot here. I'm not going to be as eloquent as Nancy as she was, but Cecile, congratulations. We're so excited for you tonight. This award truly is a dream for me. Okay, Cindy, I'm going to think of what we were talked about. I feel such depth of gratitude in my heart for all of you. First, I want to thank the Carriage Pleasure Driving Committee for the nomination for this incredible award. I would like to dedicate this award to my husband, Guy Brown. He has been the biggest supporter and my best friend throughout this journey with our beloved horses. And Jeff Dixon, thank you for bringing him so he could be part of this celebration. There are so many people I want to thank for this award, and I believe this award is not for me, but for all of you that have helped me throughout my career. And I was going to read quite a bit of this, but I'm going to shorten it up. But I wanted to let you know that I too came from the 4-H and the local level and grew up through the ranks. And there are so many people in my life that have helped me along the way. I have reached out to many breeds, many disciplines, and they have been all so supportive. I truly feel blessed to have been here tonight. I have to tell you that often I'm asked, what is my favorite horse or discipline? And in all honesty, my answer is always the same. A good horse doing a good job is a great horse. And I don't care what breed or discipline. We're all in this together, and we all have to achieve together. Thank you so much for this award, and thank you, USEF.
Diane Johnson of Kirkland, Washington, has had a lifelong involvement with hunter and jumper disciplines. Her career highlights have included competing, stewarding, managing competitions, chairing the USHJA Hunter Working Group, and serving as a USHJA Vice President. She also helped grow the Washington State Horse Shows Association, which later became the Washington State Hunter Jumper Association. Overall, she has contributed to USEF competitions in both the Pacific Northwest and nationally. Diane was also involved with USEF's National Hunter Jumper Council, the precursor to the USHJA. Once the USHJA was established, Diane was among its first directors. Along with her late husband, Johnny Johnson, she managed a large sales program with Sterling Stables in Oregon and Washington. Diane and Johnny, along with Chuck and Barbara Byerly, also created the Evergreen Classic, a long-standing hunter and jumper competition in the Pacific Northwest. Diane also managed the Oregon High Desert Classics in Bend, Oregon, which benefits J-Bar-J Youth Services, among other competitions. In 2015, Diane received the WSHJA Lifetime Achievement Award, and in 2017, the USHJA Lifetime Achievement Award. She's also the namesake of the WSHJA's Diane Johnson Legacy Grant, awarded to juniors and amateurs who display a strong work ethic and leadership in the hunter-jumper disciplines. Diane was unfortunately not able to attend tonight, but asked that we accept this trophy on her behalf. A native of Birmingham, Alabama, Tony Lee III began his career with the Morgan breed in the 1980s, when he and his family founded Shingle Branch Farm in Jasper, Alabama. From there, he began a career mission to introduce as many people as possible to the Morgan breed. Tony is a showman, breeder, stallion owner, American Morgan Horse Association board member, Grand National Show Committee member, and president of the American Morgan Horse Educational and Charitable Trust. He's also an equine marketing professional, co-chair of the United Professional Horsemen's Association Marketing Committee, and member of the UPHA Conference Executive Committee. Tony's contributions to the Grand National and the World Championship Morgan Horse Show Committee include graphic design, ring decoration, and a 4-term career as show chairman. Tony is also the advertising agent for multiple Morgan show barns, and he bred the successful stallion Astronomically. Additionally, he has shown multiple successful stallions, mares, and show horses, including Sarah Lynn's Commandant, Granada's Omen, and Liberation Starbright. In 2023, he received the UPHA's Alvin C. Ruxer Lifetime Commitment Award. Please welcome Tony Lee to the stage.
I must say that I feel a little ungrateful having to follow Nancy and Karen. Those of you that know me know that I'm not a public speaker, and those of you that know me know that I'm not much of a speaker at all, usually. So bear with me. Tonight, my heart is full of gratitude as I accept this Medal of Honor. To be included in such an incredible group of honorees is both humbling and inspiring. The equestrian community holds a special place in my heart, and I'm deeply moved to receive this award. It serves as a reminder of the passion and commitment that drive us all to strive for excellence in the horse community. I extend my sincere thanks to the United States Equestrian Federation for this incredible honor. This award is not just a recognition of my efforts, but a celebration of the collective spirit that divides our equestrian family. I am truly grateful for the opportunities, friendships, and shared experiences that have shaped my equestrian journey. As I accept this Medal of Honor, I do so with immense gratitude, knowing that it represents more than just an individual's achievement. It symbolizes the shared love of horses, the camaraderie of the equestrian community, and the pursuit of excellence that unites us all. I am truly blessed to be a part of this remarkable family, and I thank you all.
A lifelong champion of the horse-human partnership, Lynn Palm is the founder of Palm Equestrian Academy, a USEF R Western judge and an American Quarter Horse Association judge. She's rated as one of the nation's top clinicians and has headlined countless equine expositions during her career. She's also a formidable competitor herself in both United States Dressage Federation shows and Western Dressage Association of America competitions. Lynn has achieved numerous accomplishments in the show ring and as a teacher, including more than 50 bridleless dressage exhibitions at such prestigious venues as the National Horse Show, the Olympic Games, and more. More recently, she's been a staunch supporter and promoter of Western dressage. The winner of multiple WDAA World and Reserve World Championships herself, she also has helped to grow the discipline via the Lynn Palm Western Dressage Fund through the Dressage Foundation. In 2022, she and Palm Equestrian Academy's Marie Frances Davis also created Winning Ways with Western Dressage, a weekend of competition and education for Western dressage athletes. Please welcome Lynn Palm to the stage.
Well, I don't have a speech planned, but I can say thank you so much for the grateful and honor to have such prestigious award. And all I can say is that I'm just so proud to represent a good ethic of riding in the Western world and the honor of the horse. Thank you so much.
For decades, William Shatner has been a devoted enthusiast of American saddlebred horses and has used his enormous platform to promote the breed to a wide audience while also influencing the saddlebred community from within as an exhibitor and breeder. Over the years, Shatner brought his saddlebreds to television, film, and personal appearances. He has ridden and driven them in public events, including California's Rose Parade and the opening ceremonies of the 2010 Alltech FEI World Equestrian Games. In 1985, he was awarded the American Saddlebred Horse and Breeders Association's Meritorious Service Award for his promotion of the breed. Shatner stood his legendary black stallion, Sultan's Great Day, at his Belle Reve farm in Kentucky. Great Day sired dozens of world championships in the 1980s and 90s, and his influence on the breed is undeniable to this day. As an exhibitor, he has competed and won in numerous divisions, including 5-gated, Western Pleasure, Fine Harness, and Roadster. Now, in his 90s, he continues to compete successfully in the exciting Roadster to Bike division. In 1986, he worked with Saddle and Bridle magazine to introduce a new Western Pleasure division for the breed through the Saddle and Bridle Shatner Western Pleasure National Finals, a division that has grown and remains popular to this day. Bill uses his horses to give back to community causes. He created the Hollywood Charity Horse Show, a reining competition that raises money for Los Angeles area children's and veterans charities. The All Glory Project, named for Shatner's standard-bred Roadster, helps to raise funds and support equine-assisted therapy programs for veterans. Bill was unable to attend today, but asked that we share this acceptance video on his behalf.
The Pegasus Medal of Honor. Thank you so much. My gosh, you know, people come give you, oh, thank you for this and thank you for that. Nothing touches me more than winning something, getting something because of the horses. My life, my adult life has been involved with horses, probably more than anything else except having dinner. I am so happy with this award, so pleasured, so grateful. Again, thank you, everybody. I love being part of the Pegasus Award.
The Ellen Scripps Davis Memorial Breeders' Award is presented to those who consistently breed outstanding show horses. Dragonsmead Farm's dedication to producing athletic, correct, and good-tempered Morgan horses has had an undeniable impact on the breed for decades. Sisters Ling Fu Wiley and Ian Fu Longnecker started in the breed as junior exhibitors in the 1970s, and their devoted parents, Yum Ki Fu and Susan Fu, became deeply involved. The Fu family established Dragonsmead Farm in 1999 with its world-class barn designed by Yum Ki Fu himself. Among the most decorated Dragonsmead-bred horses are Dragonsmead Carnegie Hall with 18 World and Grand National Championships, Dragonsmead Vendôme with 16 World, Grand, and National Championships, and the legendary stallion Dragonsmead Icon with 21 World and Grand National Championships. With a focus on excellence in the dam lines, Dragonsmead has had 5 horses inducted in the American Morgan Horse Association Broodmare Hall of Fame, including the multiple Grand Champion producers HVK Obsidian, Dancity, Gracious Remark, and Donatella. Griffin and Dragonsmead Eltonin in Park Saddle, and Dragonsmead Alchemy in Park Harness. One of Dragonsmead's nominators for this award summed up the program saying, "Words cannot describe the impact Dragonsmead has made on the Morgan breed. When a Dragonsmead horse enters the ring, you know it will be a great one." Please welcome Ling Fu Wiley to accept the Ellen Scripps Davis Memorial Breeders' Award.
Sadly, Ian is sick and she was unable to travel here, but we want to thank you so much for this honor. What started out as a simple writing lesson for me, the oldest daughter became a great way for our family to spend time together, which then turned into a lifestyle and also became part of an incredible community. Special thanks to Jan Banks and our team at the farm for taking care of the multitude of our sweet and treasured oldies, and our breeding stock. Special thanks to Grove Point Stables and Kim and Tim Rosing for helping us rise to the next level. We care about our horses, we care about our community, and we are so honored to be recognized for doing something we love. Thank you. Woo! Yeah. Thank you.
The Junior Equestrian of the Year Ruth O'Keefe Meredith Memorial Trophy has been awarded to a long list of junior competitors who have personified honor, courage, dedication, and sportsmanship, all while making outstanding contributions to the sport. A member of the Arabian Horse Association competing in hunter seat equitation, showmanship, sport horse under saddle, ranch horse riding, Western horsemanship, and Western pleasure classes, Marin McKee is this year's Junior Equestrian of the Year. Marin earned top results across disciplines in 2023, tallying numerous wins at the IEAHC Memorial Day Classic and 6 top 10 finishes at the AHA Youth Midsummer National Championship Show. In addition to her competitive results, Marin served as AHA's Region 5 Youth Director from 2020 to 2023, and the Vice President of the AHA Youth Board from 2021 to 2023. During her service, she promoted the Are You OK campaign for mental health awareness with t-shirt giveaways, awareness days at local shows, and kindness boards featuring words of encouragement to fellow competitors. Marin was named the 2023 AHA Youth of the Year for her contributions to the Arabian horse community. She's a student at Rocky Mountain College, where she is pursuing a degree in equine sciences with a pre-veterinary concentration and an emphasis on nutrition and rehabilitation, and minoring in equine management. Marin is also a member of the college's Intercollegiate Horse Show Association team. After graduation, she plans to become a certified veterinary technician and manage an equine facility. Please welcome our Junior Equestrian of the Year, Marin McKee.
I just want to say I'm very grateful and honored to be here. I never would have imagined since I started riding at the little age of 4 that I would be here today. I want to thank the Arabian Horse Association for everything. I too took this as chances. I was given opportunities, and I am extremely honored and grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations again. This is yours. Be careful.
Congratulations again, Marin. Our future really is bright with all of these amazing young people. For her immense contribution to the equestrian industry, Misty Wrigley Miller is being presented with the Walter B. Devereaux Sportsmanship Award. A fourth-generation horsewoman, Misty Wrigley Miller started taking riding lessons at age 7 and competed in her first horse show at age 8. Since then, she's had a successful career in both dressage and driving, as well as showing national show horses, Arabians, and American saddlebreds. Among other achievements, Misty was the first woman to win gold in driving at the FEI World Equestrian Games, winning as part of the U.S. driving team at Tryon, North Carolina in 2018. Misty and her husband James own Hillcroft Farm with operations in both Paris, Kentucky and Sarasota, Florida. Misty has also managed both Tom Chauncey Arabians and the Scottsdale Arabian Horse Show, helping to transition that show to its current venue. Misty has been a member of the USEF National Show Horse Committee, the board of the Arabian Horse Association of Arizona, the Governor's Advisory Committee for the 2010 All-Tech FEI World Equestrian Games, and the USEF Board of Directors. Misty was also chairman of the board for the National Show Horse Registry and is currently a member of the board of directors for the USET Foundation. Additionally, Misty created the USEF Developing Riders Program and is the current president of the World Coaching Club. At Briarfest 2023, she and her horse, Bravoure 54, participated in carriage driving demonstrations. Misty also has experience in broadcast journalism. She's the owner and CEO of Wrigley Media Group, having produced marketing videos for the American Saddlebred Museum. Please welcome Misty to the stage.
Thank you for this amazing honor. Thank you to my friends who nominated me. Thank you to the Federation for recognizing me. I owe a huge debt of gratitude to my mother, Dee Dee Wrigley, who, yes, she did send me to Norm Dunn at Cal Poly to study in his program. And she also taught me before I went into my first horse show competition at age 8, she said, it's not if you win or lose, remember to have a good time. And as I grew older and I had wonderful times showing my horses, she said, now remember that you have to give back to the industry that has given so much to you. So it's been my honor and my joy to serve the horse industry in whatever capacity I can. And thank you so much to the Federation for recognizing those efforts.
Congratulations again, Misty. And now, I'll turn this back over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Charlotte. Okay, where am I? The Sally Bush Wheeler Award is given annually at the discretion of the President of the USEF, myself, to recognize a group or individual for their dedication to the Federation and equestrian sport. Go to anyone in the Arabian community, and they will know the name of Deborah Johnson. Deborah is known throughout the equestrian world for wearing many hats throughout her more than 40 years in the industry, including as competitor, horse owner, judge, and board member. Deborah's horses and riders have competed successfully at all levels in the Arabian industry, earning national and reserve national championships in multiple disciplines. As a judge for more than 25 years, Deborah has adjudicated such competitions as the US and Canadian Nationals, as well as Scottsdale and the South African Championships. Deborah is the owner and senior trainer of Reno Tahoe Equestrian Center, which she opened in 1995. As a trainer, Johnson has guided her students and their horses to 18 national championships and reserves, 58 national top 10 awards, 88 regional championships and reserves, and more than 210 regional top 5 awards. Exactly. In addition to her training operation, Deborah has volunteered for the Arabian Horse Association for more than 35 years, including her current role as their president. She also serves U.S. Equestrian in a variety of roles, including on the Board of Directors, Executive Committee, National Breed and Discipline Council, USEF Arabian Committee, and ad hoc selection groups. While Deborah has a clear passion for Arabian horses, she empowers everyone around her to achieve their best. We thank Deborah for her dedication to U.S. Equestrian in the industry. And I'm so pleased and happy to be able to present her with tonight's Sally B. Wheeler Trophy for Distinguished Services to Equestrian Sport. Let's extend a round of applause for Deborah as we welcome her to the stage to receive this award. She is off the cuff here.
Well, thank you, Tom. You know, he said something earlier today there would be a little surprises. I had no idea. You got me good there, Mr. Tom. Well, this was about everyone else this evening, all of the mentors and incredible people in this room that I've known since I was a little girl. Cecile, let's start with you. Right? I could just pan the room. Let's just go. Jan Decker, really? I mean, come on. Marianne and Bill. Glenn, who's here with us, he's not in the room tonight, but he was here all weekend. Stan Morey, I mean, you've been with me since the start of my judging career. Dwayne Esser, what an incredible colleague and mentor. I'm going to leave some names out I can't even see. You know, service and servant leadership has just been a part of who I am. And, you know, my mother was an integral part of the Arabian Association back when it was IAHA. She was an equitation chair. I grew up doing equitation, of course, and have continued to want to mentor and cherish those moments and provide servant leadership for others. I have an incredible executive assistant now with AHA who's been with me since she was 6, and she is just starting on her path in judges school. And I couldn't be more proud to be bringing up some future of our industry and our world. And this, being a part of the USEF is just something that, I'll tell you a funny story. My first one of these events, Cecile was my roommate. Mm-hmm. Yes, she was. And of course, Cynthia Richardson was the one, you know, bringing me along in this leadership journey. And of course, Cynthia, if you're not 5 minutes early, you are late. And so, Cecile kept me up quite late at night. I am a night owl, this is true. But in the morning I said, we have to get to the meetings. And she says, oh, Debbie, you're with me, it'll be all right. Be fine. And Norm Dunn, oh gosh, can you remember him counting the horse trailers at the Youth Nationals? Let's see how many 2-horse trailers there are, how many 6 horses, how many 15s. The memories, this is just such an amazing, I don't even know what to say other than thank you. I will have many years to hopefully continue in this servant leadership path and to make you all proud, and thank you so much for this honor. I'm just blown away.
Fantastic. Congratulations. This is yours. Oh, something else to say. All right. I really would like to just say one more thing about Deborah. This year has been a monumental moment, I think, in USEF and some of our affiliate relations in regards to a couple of great initiatives that have been undertaken. A couple of years ago, USEF thought these were some really good initiatives, and you know, they kind of possibly on their own were going to die on the vine. We needed help. We needed our affiliates to step up, and I have to say there were many. Members of our board, members of affiliates, their boards, the presidents of those organizations, the board of directors, as I mentioned, of these affiliates, in particular, the Morgan Association, the Arabian Horse Association, and the Saddlebred they wanted to help make something work that was really important to their sports. And it was really a wonderful opportunity to have some key drivers. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Judy Werner was sitting at the top of that table, making sure they all move forward on this. But with Stan Morey and Deborah Johnson and some of the other initiatives that they have put forward for not just athlete safety, but for a framework of sport at all levels within their sports, as well as recent initiatives that they put forward for the welfare of our horse. And I was really, as president of the Federation, amazed at this group of people. And quite frankly, Deborah, I really want to thank you for stepping forward as a leader in that group and getting things done. So right now, we are going to get ready for the second half of our meeting. We're going to be taking a break. I think we're about to see and share with you this video highlighting the 2023 Equestrians of Honor. Take a look.
Please welcome back to the stage the President of the United States Equestrian Federation, Tom O'Mara.
Okay, thank you all. What a great evening so far. Now, I know we said right before this break for your dessert that we were at kind of the halfway mark, which they call it that, but I think it goes a lot faster this second half. There's some shorter, fewer, but bigger awards here that we'll be having some great presentations. I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners here at USEF for their support of the Federation. A special thank you to one of our newer USEF and annual meeting partners, Elite Horse Transport, and they're attending in this dinner tonight. Thank you, Jim and Vanessa. So now it's time to celebrate our 2023 Equestrians of Honor. These awards recognize the national and international honorees, athletes, who have excelled in equestrian competition in 2023, while demonstrating superior sportsmanship and dedication to the principles, vision, and mission of the United States Equestrian Federation. This fall, our National Breeds and Discipline affiliates and committees submitted their nominations for the finalists to be selected by the USEF Awards Committee.
The Norman K. Dunn Trophy is presented to an equestrian competing at halter or in hand.
As the trainer and co-owner of Grove Point Stables, Tim Rosink has been hugely influential in the Morgan Horse Show community. Growing up in the equestrian industry as the son of horse trainers, Rosink's show record stretches across decades, and 2023 was an exceptional year. After taking home top placings at regional championships in English pleasure, pleasure driving, park, and in hand, he had a stellar week at the 2023 Grand National and World Championship Morgan Horse Show. He earned wins with VVM A Million Dreams and DRHF Imagine That in English Pleasure, Bernini and Dragon's Mead Griffin in Park Saddle, and Ledgefield's Juliet in Park Harness. Additionally, he presented Saralyn Halo and Ledgefield's Juliet to in-hand championships. While Rosink's Grand National record with his young horses is impressive on its own, he also trained numerous clients to world championships in the amateur and junior exhibitor divisions. Among them were Laura Lyons with Ledyard's Solitary Man in Park, and Sienna-weighted Masterpiece in English Pleasure, Madison Palin with Winsome Hills Cool Chatter in Park and Park Harness, and GDH Caesar in Classic Pleasure, Spencer Pilot and Dragon's Mead Eltonin in Park, Brittany Olsen-Kovalenko and BRMF Move On in Roadster to Bike, and Kathy Tosto and Playmore's I'm a Star 2 GCH in Park Harness. In addition to his success as a trainer and exhibitor, Rosink is committed to the equestrian industry, serving as a USEF judge, president of the Gold Cup Morgan Horse Show Board, and as a member of the AMHA Judges School Committee and the USEF Hearing Committee and Morgan Committee. Accepting the Norman K. Dunn Trophy, please welcome to the stage National Equestrian of Honor, Tim Rosink.
First, I'd like to welcome on stage, before Tim walks out here, we have the Norman K. Dunn family here to help me present this trophy. Wait, where's Tegan? And I was excited. I thought little Tegan was coming up here. She flew in from California. She's only to help us with this. But Tim, I'm going to hand you the word. I think we'll wind up on here.
First of all, I would like to thank the USEF for this award. I have been truly blessed over my career with some wonderful horses. I also want to thank my team who has worked for me for several years. A side note to that, for people who know us, my assistant trainer, Shayna Butts, who has been with me for I think 28 years, went to school for 4 years and was taught by Cecile Hetzel-Dunn. And I am forever grateful for that, because she is the glue that keeps our place together. I also want to thank, I have wonderful customers that have been with me a long time. A great customer of mine, obviously, is Dragon's Meat, and I'm very thankful for them. Most of all, I want to thank my wife and my 2 wonderful boys who have been unbelievably supportive on this journey of mine. Thank you very much.
The C.J. June Cronin Trophy is presented to those excelling in under-saddle show breeds.
Shauna Gish has spent her life representing the attributes that come to mind when you think of the word equestrian. Gish is described as someone who exemplifies sportsmanship, and her status as a go-to resource for trainers and students is evidence of her care and ability. For over a quarter century, she's donated her time to promoting the Morgan breed. She has won numerous notable championships, including the 2019 Battle of the Breeds Grand Championship at the Royal Winter Fair in Toronto. Gish's 2023 accomplishments include an English Pleasure Grand Championship with Indian Creek Icebreaker, a Park Harness Grand Championship with FAMS Sergeant in Command, and a Grand Champion Stallion at the Jubilee Regional Morgan Horse Show with Levitating. When not competing or promoting Morgans, Gish is the head trainer and manager of Indian Creek Morgan Farm, where she's responsible for over 50 show horses, broodmares, foals, and yearlings. Gish starts and trains her horses in numerous disciplines, while also instructing a large riding program that boasts student success at a national level. She instructed Ashley Sweeney to the 2022 AMHA Saddle Seat Medal Championship in equitation and to the U.S. Saddle Seat team for the 2024 International Saddle Seat World Cup. In 2023, her students won championships or reserve championships in English Pleasure, Hunter Pleasure, Western Park, Park Harness, Pleasure Driving, and Roadster Saddle. Accepting the C.J. June Cronin Trophy, please welcome to the stage National Equestrian of Honor, Shauna Gish.
coming back down with the mic. I just want to thank this opportunity to thank everyone, USEF, the folks that nominated me for this award, my customers, my parents that gave me this opportunity, took the chance on me for my first riding lesson when I was 4 years old. I think that's a common theme for tonight, is how important these that we share and we pass on what we know. And I appreciate that opportunity, and everybody in this room, and the horse, especially the Morgan horse, that gave me a purpose in my life in a way that I can share and give back. Thank you.
The Barbara Worth Oakford Trophy is presented to an equestrian competing in a non-reining Western discipline.
Colby Powell is no stranger to the winner's circle. The son of equestrians, Powell has been impressing the judges from a young age, winning numerous horsemen's awards through the Arabian Professional and Amateur Horsemen's Association in the Junior Western and Junior Working Western categories from 2007 and 2013. Powell also won in the Professional Working Western category in 2019 and 2022. Since 2002, Powell has won 108 times at the national level of the Arabian Horse Show circuit in the non-reining Western disciplines. Even with his remarkable record, Powell's 2023 competition season was one to remember. At the Arabian Horse Association Youth and Midsummer National Championship show in July, his tricolor wins included reserve championships in Arabian Western Pleasure Junior Horse and half Anglo-Arabian Western Pleasure Junior Horse divisions, and championships in the half Anglo-Arabian Ranch Horse Pleasure and half Anglo-Arabian Ranch Horse Riding Open. At October's U.S. Nationals, Powell took home numerous top placings, including wins in the Arabian Ranch Horse Riding Futurity, Arabian Ranch Horse Riding Junior Horse Championship, half Arabian Western Pleasure Championship, half Arabian Ranch Horse Riding Futurity, half Arabian Western Pleasure Futurity, and half Arabian Ranch Horse Riding Junior Horse Championship. Unfortunately, Colby was unable to attend this evening, but asked that we accept this award on his behalf.
The Bill Robinson Trophy is presented to an equestrian competing with horses or ponies across all the breeds in harness or for driving performance in non-international competitions.
Shannon Price Hield is a relative newcomer to the sport of carriage pleasure driving. Although she has many years of experience competing in ridden disciplines, including dressage, hunters, and jumpers, she only added driving to her competitive repertoire in 2020. She quickly found success in the carriage pleasure driving division on the Arabian show circuit with her half Arabian gelding Everglades Entourage. The pair earned their first national championship titles in Arabian, half Arabian carriage pleasure driving classes in 2021 and continued to add to their impressive record in 2022 and 2023. In 2023, Price Hild and Everglades Entourage earned championship titles at Arabian Sport Horse Nationals, including Arabian, half Arabian carriage pleasure driving working, carriage pleasure driving drive and ride, and the carriage pleasure driving double jeopardy exhibition class. The pair also earned top 10 accolades in carriage pleasure driving turnout, reinsmanship, scurry obstacle, reverse psychology, pick your route, and timed obstacle. Accepting the Bill Robinson Trophy, please welcome to the stage National Equestrian of Honor, Shannon Price Hield.
You ask if I've done this before. Hardly. When I first got the letter that I'd been nominated by AHA in order to have it sent on to USEF for consideration for this award, I told my husband, I said, read this email. I said, they must have made a mistake. To say that I'm honored, humbled, blessed, and full of gratitude is an understatement. I've been showing Arabian horses since I've been a child. I've been a USEF steward for 10 plus years. We won't get into how long the plus is for. I have 2 younger brothers that are also AHA judges as well. So 3 out of 4 children are all licensed officials. I wanted my husband up here when it came to accepting this award because it's as much his as it is mine. If you've ever sat in a carriage, it's not for the faint of heart at times, and he is my rock. Just quickly, I was privileged to steward the Sport Horse Nationals in 2017 and watched Wendy Griskevich as she showed her beloved Riften in the half Arabian classes in carriage, and was so impressed. At that point, never considering carriage as an option for us. Unfortunately, what Wendy and I shared in common was cancer. And when I was no longer able to ride, and I had this beautiful, beautiful gelding in the backyard, and we didn't know what to do with him. When speaking with Wendy, she said, you know, he'd make a tremendous carriage driving horse. So we took a day trip and went to visit Mike and Wendy. And they say when one door opens, when one door closes, another opens. Well, that door that opened was the garage door with their carriages. Thank goodness my husband doesn't have a heart condition. In 2019, Wendy lost her beloved Riften. Her breast cancer had become metastatic. She needed a horse to drive. She drove Everglen's Entourage for us 6 months after he was started in carriage and won the first 2 national championships for this horse. At that point, we'd never even driven the carriage. We were trying to soak up all the information that we could and learn as much as we could. Sadly, Wendy passed in 2020. And we learned to pick up those lines, joined our local driving association. We now also do combined driving. Our half Arabian is half Arabian, half Hackney horse, with a heart that's so big. In 2021, we brought home 2 national championships, 2 reserve national championships, and 3 top 10s. In 2022, 3 national championships and 4 top 10s. And this past year, 3 national championships and 6 top 10s. All with Wendy on my shoulder. Thank you again, AHA, for nominating us to USEF. This is an experience we'll never forget, and we're truly grateful. I would also like to thank our daughter, Caitlin, who holds down the fort at home while we're gone, and to Mike Griskevich, who continues to show up at Sport Horse Nationals every year and groom for us, and this past year also had the opportunity to drive this horse that his wife had driven back in 2019. So it's truly come full circle. Thank you again very much.
The Vaughn Smith Trophy is presented to an equestrian competing in hunter pleasure, hunter on the flat, show hack, hunter hack, dressage hack, costume, side saddle, or western dressage.
Dwayne Esser of Cleves, Ohio, has been involved with the equestrian community, specifically with Arabians, for multiple decades. With his wife, Sharon Duttweiler Esser, Dwayne owns Esser Valley Arabians, a show and sales facility in Cleves, Ohio. Dwayne has bred multiple regional and national champion horses. Esser has been involved in hunter and pleasure driving, showing both Arabians and national show horses, and he has also trained riders, judged competitions, and conducted Arabian clinics. Esser's 2023 competition results include 4 wins and a championship title in hunter pleasure and English pleasure classes at the Sahiba Arabian Spring Show. He also won an Arabian Hunter Pleasure Open Champion title, an Arabian Country English Pleasure Open Reserve Champion title, and an Arabian Hunter Pleasure win at the Medallion 1 and 2 show. Additionally, he was Show Hack Grand Champion, Show Hack National Champion, Hunter Pleasure Reserve Champion, and Hunter Pleasure Mares Reserve Champion at the NSHR National Championship Finals. Esser has also served on multiple boards, including the USEF Hearing Committee, the National Show Horse Committee, and the Executive Board for the National Show Horse Registry. Dwayne is also the president of the Kentucky Arabian Riders and Breeders Society. Additionally, Esser was a Region 14 director of the Arabian Horse Association and participated in its Discovery Farm program, introducing newcomers to Arabian horses and farms. Esser has been a licensed Arabian and National Horse Show regional and national judge for over 30 years, judging youth, hunter, and Western performance at the Scottsdale Arabian Horse Show. Accepting the Vaughn Smith Trophy, please welcome to the stage National Equestrian of Honor, Dwayne Esser.
I just want to thank USEF and the staff for this great honor and putting together this great convention where I feel so much constructive work has happened. Before I forget, this is so important, I have to say, I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for my beautiful wife, Sharon. She tolerates my passion. She has tremendous patience for all that I do. Yeah, she's amazing. I have to say thank you to all of my clients that have entrusted their beautiful horses in my care. And I have to say there are so many people that are just, I couldn't even name them all in this room, that have had such a tremendous impact in my life and in my career, and truly friends. And Cecile, you're one of them. So in the beginning, when I was a kid, I was not vested in horses. My parents bought 2 yearlings, and they decided to go to the U.S. Nationals. And I decided to just go with them just for the heck of it. And I was so blown away by what I witnessed just within a day. I didn't even need a riding lesson. I was ready to sign up. And the 2 yearlings that my mom and dad bought, they couldn't grow up quick enough. And so the rest is history. I lost my parents early in my life, and that was a challenging time for me. But I always think, and it resonates with me, one thing they always pushed in my life was true nobility is not about being better than anybody else, but it's about being better than you used to be. And tonight, you all have made me better. Thank you.
The Emerson Burr Trophy is presented to a rider in the hunter divisions in any breed over fences.
For over 2 decades as a competitor, John French has established himself as one of the most accomplished hunter riders in the sport. The winner of the 2012 WCHR Lifetime Achievement Award and a 4-time world champion hunter rider, French is a member of the National Show Hunter Hall of Fame and is also a highly regarded clinician and coach. In 2023, French won 3 major events on 3 different horses, all of whose hunter careers he started himself. He added to his list of career successes by besting a field of 83 competitors to win the Platinum Performance USHJA International Hunter Derby Championship at the Kentucky Horse Park's Rolex Stadium with Paradigm, Meredith Lipke's 2012 Warm Blood Gelding. French also took home top honors in the $100,000 WCHR Palm Beach Hunter Spectacular on Kent Farrington LLC's Milagro and the $25,000 WCHR Professional Challenge on Marnell Sport Horses Babylon, his 3rd consecutive WCHR Pro Challenge win. On top of his success in the ring as a rider, French received the inaugural Jeff Worthman Memorial Trophy as the Winter Equestrian Festival's leading hunter trainer by Money One in 2023. But this success is nothing new. Recognized with the PCHA Perpetual Trophy as the professional rider winning the most championships in PCHA-rated hunter divisions almost every year for the last 3 decades, French's formidable run of successes in the hunter discipline continues to grow. Accepting the Emerson Burr Trophy, please welcome to the stage National Equestrian of Honor, John French.
First, I want to thank the USEF Equestrian Federation for honoring me with this award tonight. I want to thank my owners for trusting me with their horses and the support throughout the whole year. I would like to thank my sponsors for the things they've given me and my horses in the last few years. I'd also like to thank my team, especially Kim Davidson, for running everything behind the scenes, which I couldn't do anything without them, and the whole team at KPF. I'd like to thank Kent Farrington for all the opportunities he's given me the last 4 years. I'd like to thank my other half, Carlos Sosa, for always keeping things in perspective, and sometimes a totally different perspective. I'd also like to thank the USHJA for always trying to make the hunter sport better, and with the special classes like derbies, incentive finals, all the programs that they have to really help showcase the hunters. And last, I'd like to thank all my horses, especially the ones that this year helped me win this award. Not only those horses for winning, but also some of the times that I didn't win and things didn't go so well, because that's when you strive to get better and you keep trying to better yourself. So thanks for everybody. Thanks.
The William C. Steinkraus Trophy is presented to an equestrian competing in the Olympic disciplines of dressage, eventing, or show jumping. This year, 2 athletes stood out for this award.
U.S. eventing athlete Tammy Smith started off 2023 strong, finishing 1st, 2nd, and 5th in the Galway Downs International Spring CCI 4-Star S. She partnered with Elliott 5 to finish 3rd in the Twin Rivers Spring International CCI 4-Star S. Smith earned a major victory with My Bomb at the Land Rover Kentucky 3-day event presented by Mars Equestrian CCI 5-Star L, becoming the first American to win the event since 2008 and the first female to win since 2011. The win also secured them the Land Rover USEF CCI 5-Star L Eventing National Championship presented by Mars Equestrian. The pair then finished 3rd in the CCIO 4-Star S at CHIO Aachen World Equestrian Festival and helped secure a silver medal for the Land Rover U.S. eventing team. Later in the year, Smith and Kynan were second in the event at Rebecca Farms CCI 4-Star S before being named as the traveling alternate for the 2023 Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile. Smith racked up second, fourth, and fifth in the Twin Rivers Fall International CCI 4-Star S. She closed out her season with a 6th place finish in the USEF CCI 4-Star L Eventing National Championship at Galway Downs. Smith is currently ranked 27th on the FEI Eventing World Athlete Rankings, having reached a career high of 5th earlier in the year. Outside of competition, Smith contributes to the sport by serving on the USEF Eventing Athletes Working Group since 2018. Accepting the William C. Steinkraus Trophy, please welcome to the stage International Equestrian of Honor, Tamara Smith.
Thank you very much. It's an extreme honor to be considered for the William Steinkraus Award trophy. I've heard many things about him. I wasn't fortunate enough to meet him, but it would have been great to learn from him, and I think I learned from a lot of his protege. So thank you all for this. I'm going to try not to cry because for whatever reason, when you come on stage, I have this uncontrollable urge to start crying. So here we go. There are many reasons why I'm standing here this evening, and many people in this room played a role in the success of my BOM and what I achieved this past year. I have so much gratitude for the USEF as well as the USET and USCA foundations for helping me develop my career by providing grants to compete overseas throughout the years. David O'Connor for your mentorship. I know he's standing behind me. The USCF high performance staff for their dedication and commitment to excellence. But the true heroes in my career are the owners of my BOM. Alex Ahern changed my story. See, here we go. When she handed me the reins to give me a chance of a horse of a lifetime in 2015. In addition, the support of her mother, Ellen, and father, Eric, managed to create a wonderful partnership that now has become part of equestrian history. The life coaching and mentoring and shaping this family and horse have provided is without saying insurmountable, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And the true unsung hero in my life, my husband Dave, some know is Hot Dave. We met and I told him I wanted to ride for Team USA and go to the Olympics, and he had no clue what he was signed up for. But I can say I at least gave him full disclosure. Although our story is far from over, I relish in what has happened in bringing the Land Rover Kentucky 5-star victory back home after 15 years. The amount of pride that I shared in accomplishing this from my home state of California on the West Coast to all of my fellow peers in equestrian sports throughout the world, but also my federation and country, is unexplainable. Thank you to all the equestrian sports for your support, and it has been a true honor to experience all of the horse sports accomplishments this evening and last evening. And lastly, I hope each of you who compete focus on the partnership and love you can experience with these amazing horses. And remember to always put that feeling of horsemanship first while you're on your journey to whatever you may be achieving. Thank you.
The 2023 season marked a masterful year for McLean Ward, who campaigned 11 different horses at the international level. Most notably, the beginning of the 2023 season started with consecutive wins aboard HH Azure in the Rolex Grand Prix of Geneva and the Rolex Grand Prix of 's-Hertogenbosch at the Dutch Masters, making the duo only the second combination ever to win 2 consecutive legs of the Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping since its inception in 2013. Ward then helped the NetJets U.S. jumping team to win the FEI Jumping Nations Cup USA in San Juan Capistrano aboard Contagious, securing another victory in the Grand Prix aboard Casper van het Hellehof. He rode Calais to a top result for the team in the Mercedes-Benz Jumping Nations Cup at CHIO Aachen, followed by another strong performance for the pair at the Longines FEI Jumping Nations Cup final in Barcelona. Ward was named to his 3rd Pan American Games team, this time aboard Contagious. The duo was consistent and efficient throughout the entire week in Santiago, helping the team to secure Olympic qualification for Paris 2024 and standing atop the podium with Team Gold. Ward also traveled home with an individual bronze medal in his 4th championship appearance for the United States with Contagious. In 2023 alone, Ward notched 25 international victories and represented the U.S. in 5 different countries. McLean was unable to attend this evening, but asked that we accept this trophy on his behalf.
Just very quickly, on behalf of McLean, and I know his whole team, thank the U.S. Equestrian family for honoring him. There's not much more to say except that he's a true rock star of our sport. He's an amazing ambassador, along with being an amazing sportsman. I love it when he's either leading off on the team or anchoring the team, because pretty sure we're gonna get a clear round out of it, and I love that. So thank you all.
The Becky Grand Hart Trophy is presented to international-level non-Olympic athletes. Tracy Bowman is one of the world's top para-driving athletes with her Welsh pony gelding Albrecht Hovis-Lars. The duo won the individual gold medal at the 2021 FEI Para-Driving World Championship and aim to defend their title at the 2023 FEI Para-Driving World Championship. To prepare for the prestigious event, Bowman and Lars trained and competed in Europe throughout the summer, where they won each national para-combined driving event that they entered in the lead-up to the World Championship. Bowman and Lars had a dominant performance at the 2023 event as they led the Grade 1 competition from start to finish to earn the individual gold medal, winning the driven dressage and cones phases and finishing second in the marathon phase. Bowman and Lars also aided the U.S. para-driving team in clinching the team silver medal to conclude a fantastic event. Bowman contributed to the USEF Driving Sport Committee, advising on the addition of para-driving to the USEF Combined Driving Athlete Pathway Program and a USEF Para-Driving National Championship. Outside of para-driving, Bowman is an active supporter of the eventing community in California as the owner of Kismet Farm, and she has trained athletes to the CCI 4-star level. Accepting the Becky Grand Hart Trophy, please welcome to the stage International Equestrian of Honor, Tracy Bowman.
Well, I didn't think of this. I'm sorry about this. Hold on 1 second, please. Still working? Yep, good.
Typical equipment, right? So, geez, you know, to be included in a group of people like McLean Ward, who I've watched their whole career, and Tammy, my Tammy, like I said, it went full circle. She almost pushed me out here. There's a story to that. To
just letting you guys know nothing is impossible. You just got to figure out a different way, which is why I really want to thank USEF for their para programs and strongly encourage our programs to develop even more. And I want to thank everybody at home and abroad that helped make this happen. But Jolie, you make everything possible. And to the world's only driving unicorn, Lars.
He's the best.
Cynthia, or Cindy Screnchy, began competing in paradressage in 2019 and has steadily improved as an athlete, serving as an ambassador for the discipline. In 2023, she collected 8 Grade 5 wins at the Adequan Global Dressage Festival with Sir Chipotle. The pair also helped the Adequan U.S. Paradressage team win the AGDF Week 9 Parago CEPDI 3-star. Screnchy continued to earn top 2 finishes in Grade 5 classes throughout the spring and summer with Sir Chipotle and for Memory 4. Screnchy and Sir Chipotle headed to the U.S. Dressage Festival of Champions with high hopes as they competed in the Adequan USEF Paradressage National Championship. They won 2 of their 3 classes and earned a personal best score of 76.783% in the Grade 5 FEI Para Grand Prix Freestyle to earn the national champion title. Next, Screnchy traveled to the Tryon Fall Dressage 3 CPEDI 3-star, where she won all 3 of her Grade 5 CPEDI 3-star classes with Sir Chipotle, as well as each of her 2 Grade 5 CPEDI 2-star classes with For Memory 4. As the 2023 competition season came to a close, Screnchy was the Adequan USDF Year-End Award winner in Grade 5 with Sir Chipotle. In addition to her competition results throughout the year, Screnchy has served on the USEF International Disciplines Council as an athlete representative on the USEF Paradressage Sports Committee and on the USEF Human and Equine Safety and Welfare Committee. Accepting the Becky Grand Hart Trophy, please welcome to the stage International Equestrian of Honor, Cynthia Screnchy.
Thank you and good evening. As I was watching those photos earlier, the running joke in my family is that they can never get a good photo of me without my mouth open, and I could see tonight was no exception to that. I'm very, very honored and grateful to be here tonight to accept this award, not only for myself, but for my fellow paradressage athletes. In 2019, when I became a part of this program after a freak accident during a jumping competition, which led to 26 surgeries, I realized how important the paradressage program and the para programs are. And to anybody and everybody who would listen, it's become my mission to share the meaning of para. Para means parallel, not paralyzed. This program affords us opportunities as athletes that are equal to our able-bodied counterparts. Lastly, as I was watching the opening reel this evening, it occurred to me that maybe through life or through circumstances, some of us might be breakable. But tonight, as I stand here, I can promise you, we are indeed unstoppable. Thank you.
I mean, that's amazing, watching them all. Congratulations tonight to all these equestrians of honor. It's really an impressive group of athletes, all in the running for the 2023 Equestrian of the Year. The ballots have been cast, and by popular vote, the envelope, please. Across the nation, popular vote from all across the nation, the 2023 International and National Equestrians of the Year have been selected. We will start with the announcement of the National Equestrian of the Year. We got that one here. And again, by popular vote, let's congratulate our 2023 National Equestrian of the Year, John French. What do we have?
Oh, no, another speech, but a couple of things I just want to elaborate on. You know, this year I was lucky enough to have three great horses, and win three really big events in the hunter world. And to me, it's like having, well, I'm never going to have kids, but, you know, it's like having, since I started these horses, it's like having children and they made it to Princeton, you know? And they were horses that, you know, totally different. I have a Paradigm. He's kind of a horse that thinks he's pretty cool. He doesn't want you telling him to do anything. I have Milagro, who really his nickname instead of Paradigm should have been Mikey, because he'll try anything, you know, just like the Life cereal, you know. He'll try anything. He'll jump from any angle, any size, you know. He went into the derbies when he was a pre-green horse, went right into the international derbies, because he'll try anything. And then I have Babylon, who's really special to me because, you know, I started him and he was a little bit like me as a kid, always getting in trouble. He's always like standing on the fence outside on the second board and looking over to the other side. He won't keep his blankets on. Not only does he take stuff off of him, if he's next to another horse, he takes everything off the other horse. And, you know, but when those horses come around and they give you, you know, they turn out and give you their all, you know, I can imagine what it's like having kids and turning out that way. Also, I would like to really thank Kent Farrington, because 4 years ago, I pretty much thought, you know, I was going to wind down. I moved to Seattle. I wasn't really didn't think I could show at the big level anymore. And Ken called me up and said, you know, do you want to come and work for me? And I said, no, I just moved to Seattle. I'm not moving again. I'm kind of winding down. And he said, you know, come on, you've got to come work for me. And he kept trying and trying. And finally I was like, all right, maybe I'll give it a try. And I don't think I would have ever had the success without the team that I have. I couldn't do this on my own, and I don't see myself doing it on my own, but, you know, these last few years having a team and having someone like Kent, you know, hopefully now, I mean, maybe I can go on for several more years, and I really hope so. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again. This one you take. You go down that one. All right, you got it? Back over here. Okay. Well, that was great. Thank you so much, John. That was really a great speech. Okay, and now, the International Equestrian of the Year, selected by popular vote. Please join me in congratulating our 2023 International Equestrian of the Year, McLean Ward. Unfortunately, McLean was unable to attend this evening, but we were able to tell him this exciting news a moment ago, a bit earlier. He sent us this acceptance video to share with you all tonight. Let's take a moment to watch.
Good evening. Sorry we couldn't be with you at this wonderful awards event this evening, but we're here working hard on a very important year, an Olympic year, trying to reach our goals and try to keep the United States and ourselves at the very pinnacle of the sport. The few words I'd like to share with you in recognition of this great honor. We are very honored to receive this award because it is chosen by our U.S. equestrian community and is a reflection of our team's hard work and how that work is having a positive impact. I am proud that what we have accomplished in the sporting arena and the way we compete and work with our horses has thrilled and inspired equestrians and equestrian fans worldwide. You might ask why I start this speech with the word we instead of I. The reality is that it is because of the individuals and professionals around me, both past and present, that any of our accomplishments have been possible. And the people around me have been some of the most brilliant and knowledgeable minds that have not only been the reason for that success in the sport, but have also, more importantly, made sure that our horses have had a wonderful quality of life because of the care they receive. When I was informed of this honor, Equestrian of the Year, my first thought, Equestrian and Horseman of the Year, my first thought was that I'm not truly the horseman behind our success. I may have been the one with a big dream. Yes, I am certainly the rider and the one who gets more of the credit than I deserve. I've told this story before, but my father always used to say I was the one that stood on the podium where everybody else did the work. It's probably somewhat true. In my less humble moments, I would also say I was the one with a vision for what we could accomplish. But the true horseman is the gentleman to my left, Lee McKeever. While there may be many, and there are many great horsemen and horsewomen on my side, this is a genius. The truth is that our lives and careers converged, and it is the reason we are able to accept this wonderful honor from our community this evening. Lee came to America at the age of 18 to work for my father. I was a 13-year-old boy from a bit of a dysfunctional family who was in need of a brother-like figure. What started out as me sleeping on the floor of the groom's house on weekends that I got to spend riding and training at my father's farm grew into a partnership that 35 years later is still going strong. It's been a true definition of the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, both professionally and personally. Still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. I am very proud to honestly tell you that I don't think there are many stories quite like Lee and I's. I'm sure that it would be a New York Times bestseller if you knew all the details. My job in this operation has always been to ride, train, compete. But Lee is the true horseman. I believe that true geniuses don't often realize that they're a genius, and that's true for Lee. Lee wakes up every morning thinking about the horses. He spends his days figuring out what the horses need to be their best, both in the sport and much more importantly, in their lives. He just knows. He has a sense and an intuition for how they think, how they move, and what they need. Lee was taught from very early on by very great influences But what sets him apart, what makes him truly special, is his ability to be open-minded to new developments in technology and that improve our horses' lives. He has more knowledge and experience than anybody I know in this sport and life, but he is always eager to learn more and gain in his knowledge. What makes him special to me and to the people who have had the opportunity to work with him and to the horses that he has cared for so diligently is something you can't teach. I have shared this journey from the beginning with this man. I'm eternally grateful to him for the success and the relationship that we have built, but the title of horseman belongs to him alone. I know there is some protocol for these formalities, but I very much hope that Lee's name will be alongside mine for every honor we receive, because that is the truth behind every success we've celebrated over the years and difficulties and challenges we've endured. Lee, I thank you, our horses thank you, and you're the true horseman in this operation. Thank you again, and Lee's a man of not many words, but maybe has a few things to say.
Thank you. That's all I've got.
Where's your speech?
I thought it was about a zur. You said it was about a zur. That's what you said.
Oh,
you tricked me.
Why do we got to talk about a zur now? She also is Horse of the Year.
Was she Horse of the Year?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you got both.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right. That was amazing, too. Now it's time to present the USEF's greatest honor. The 2023 USEF Lifetime Achievement Award. I am proud to announce our Lifetime Achievement Award recipient for 2023, Cecile Dunn. We're going to watch this video to hear firsthand about Cecile's journey in the equitation industry.
From the very beginning, I would say that I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to visit a farm where there were ponies, and there in the dairy was a pony that lived there that pulled a little cart, and that was the beginning of it, right there. So we'd go and I would get to ride in the cart and then pet the pony. My first horse's name was Lieutenant Earl, and he was owned by a former military man who owned 4 horses. My mother would take me after I'd get out of school. This was back when I was in the 1st or 2nd grade. And one afternoon, one of the horses was very unruly, and when the man that owned it picked up a big, long stick and started hammering at the horse, and my mother just totally came unglued and walked over and said, "Please stop that." So he stopped, and she said, "Do you want to sell this horse?" And the man said yes. And I guess that was when, before I was in the 1st grade, it happened. And she bought that horse. And my mother had never touched a horse or been on a horse or anything else, but she couldn't tolerate the way it was being treated. And that was the beginning of the whole situation for me to love horses. A very good friend of mine had a very, very lovely group of Arabian horses. They simply were absolutely gorgeous as far as especially their heads. And they had great expression that I noticed above the other breeds of horses that I had been around, or ponies. What does that horse give back to me? Just plain joy. From the moment you begin working with them. That's all there is to it for me. It brought joy in my life. It affords you the opportunity to learn so many different types of things, especially with the different breeds of horses that I was so fortunate. We were at a dinner party one night, and we got to talking about what I was going to do when I graduated from high school. And my father said, "Oh, well, you go to the horse school." I said, "What horse school?" He said, "Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri, they have a whole horse program." And that's what directed me to Stevens. I wanted to teach because of the teachers that taught me at that college. My career as a judge was the opportunity to fairness of competition. In the horse industry, there are times, it seems to me, in my observation, that there was not that person who would take the time to develop a way to evaluate a horse when they were in the ring. It takes work to do that. And that makes it fairness of competition. I was put on a committee that would look into where we could develop the association. So we went to a lot of different places and looked at places, cities that we could hold an association for horses in. And it ended up, after several months, that the Kentucky Horse Park won the place that we felt would be the best place to have that association. And I think maybe part of it was we met there in a December, and all the lights were on in that park for Christmas, and that had something to do with it. I first came to the horse park here in Florida, and the lay of the land, and the opportunity, it would seem to me at that time, to be a horse park was outstanding. And there were people involved here then that wanted it to be a horse park, but it had not been promoted. Committees were formed and people began to work on it, and I was involved with all of that planning. I thought that it would become a wonderful place for horses to come to, of all types of horses, also all types of things that horses do. There are people who only ride horses for pleasure. We've got people that only jump. We've got people that only drive. But it's the facility of all those people coming together because of the horse. Never give up. If you think something is worthwhile and you think it will benefit others, never give up.
What a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud to invite to the stage Cecile Dunn, the 2023 Lifetime Achievement Award winner. This is fantastic. That. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's put the trophy down for a second.
I keep hearing, you need to say something. I think I've been saying something my whole life, and most of it, it started with the word horse. And someone said to me not very long ago, well, where did it really start? It started when my father had a friend who owned Ives Dairy in Florida, Miami, and they wanted us to come to visit and see the dairy and the cows. But all of a sudden, I think I was just very small, maybe 4 or 5 at that time, and looked over and we saw this cart, and I got and sat down in the cart, and the man said, well, let me get my ponies. And he brought out 2 ponies, and from there, everything was horse or pony. From then on, we had to go every weekend to see them. And then finally, I got the purchase of a lovely saddlebred for my first horse, and started in, and that's the first day of the rest of my life almost. But most of all, I want to tell you, sitting in this audience, there's a great number of my former students, and there is not one of them that I am so very proud of. They've accomplished so much, and I feel like I played a little part in that.
You did.
Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to be here to tell you all about it. Thank you.
You want to go down the ramp?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go down the ramp. That's probably better. Come on.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic. You know, it was wonderful tonight. There were so many stories by so many award winners from so many breeds and disciplines who all attribute so much to Cecile. It was really amazing to have her come up here and win that Lifetime Achievement Award. I'll give you, since everyone had a story about Cecile, I'm going to give you a quick story about Cecile. It'll be quick, Sonia. Don't worry. I see you over there. I had the pleasure, these awards come through committees. There's so much consideration and time spent by a variety of people and affiliates that put forward these award winners. And it's a very serious endeavor, and it's a wonderful thing to have them all celebrated here tonight. For a few of them, including this one, they asked myself to make that phone call to tell the person that this is happening. And I hadn't spoken to Cecile. I met her and have seen her and heard about her for many years, but someone had to give me her phone number, and I dialed it one day, and a woman answered the phone, and I said, hi, is Cecile Dunn there? She said, who's this? I said, Tom O'Mara. She said, okay, who is this? I said, it's Tom O'Mara. I'm nobody. It's the president of the United States Equestrian Federation. And the woman goes, okay, hold on. She goes, I'll get her. And all of a sudden, on the phone, I could hear like some noise, and I heard a door opening. Oh, she said she's outside at the barn. And I said, okay, I hear the door opening. I hear, Mom, there's somebody on the phone for you. It's Tom O'Mara. And I hear, I'm busy. And she said, it's the president of the United States Equestrian Federation. And all of a sudden, I hear some scuffling, and the screen door shuts again. I could just envision this whole thing. I'm like, oh, I hope everything's okay. And she picks up the phone. And I said, hi, Cecile. She goes, yes. I said, this is Tom O'Mara. Again, it probably fell on deaf ears. And I said, I'm the president of the United States Equestrian Federation. And she said, what did I do wrong? And I said, okay. I said, what? Nothing. She said, well, I was on some committee calls this morning, and I was very outspoken, and I thought maybe I stepped out of line. And I said, well, I'm calling you, one, to thank you for working on that committee this morning. I do that often. And I said, and second, you have just won the USEF Lifetime Achievement Award. And so then we spoke for half an hour. She told me all about her lifetime achievement. So anyway, I had a story too. I had to let you all know. Well, anyway, that does conclude our evening, the Pegasus Awards. It was really wonderful being here and getting the chance to do this and, again, celebrate all your achievements. And although the evening's over, please feel free to continue to spend time with your friends and have some fun. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year.
I just want to give a really special thank you and shout out to a few special people. Please continue packing up, getting organized. You don't have to stop doing what you're doing, but let me please thank really quickly Lee, our show director and Access Production Company, for an amazing job that they did. Mark, Maddie, Jira, Zach, Olivia. Without you all, we could not have done this. And of course, Donna and Grant, who make us feel so welcome and just do so much for us. Thank you to all of them. Thank you to all of you for being here. It was a great evening, and please continue what you were doing, and I won't talk anymore.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte Robson.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
RMC, there you go.
You were so